ladies, it's Ashley. I just wanted to get on here to possibly look for some support. I want to start off by saying I haven't lost the baby or anything, but I've experienced some pretty wild or a wild situation last night, and just really fearful of what could happen, really. So I'll start off by saying that everyone knew that I was having cramping ever since even before the transfer, and I kept saying, oh, there's no way I could be pregnant because I'm cramping and blah blah blah, and it turns out I was pregnant. But that was just regular cramping. It wasn't anything, now that I've had it, I understand that, things are moving, and so cramping happens. Before we ever did IVF, the reason we went back to the clinic was because I was having really bad cycles. So bad that I wasn't really having cramps. I was having long, 30, 35 to an hour long contraction that never would go away. It wasn't like I would cramp and then I'd have a couple minutes and I would cramp. It was constant. And TMI, it always came with diarrhea and vomiting, which didn't make any sense to me, and it was awful. It was terrible. And so last night we went to Bible study, luckily with just one other couple, and their 3 kids are there. And we had dinner, and we sat down, and all of a sudden I started cramping, and at first it was just a little bit, and then it just gradually got worse. And they started praying for me, and then I was like, I need to go to the bathroom now. And it was about 35 minutes straight of that horrible, horrifying contraction-like cramp. And the whole time it was happening, all I could think to myself was, there's no way I'm not bleeding. There's no way that this isn't going to result in something bad. It was so painful, and I was crying, and it was so painful. They had to have the kids leave because it was just so upsetting. Everyone was so upset. They took the kids to the guy's brother's house next door. And after 35 minutes, it did stop. I haven't had any spotting or any bleeding or anything, but I can't say that I feel good about it. I don't feel good about it. My husband just thinks I need to stay positive and believe and speak life to the baby, and that everything will be fine. So I emailed my nurse, and I emailed her late last night, and basically asking her, if that was normal, trying to explain it the best I could through an email. And then I did a little bit of research online, and of course Stephen was like, get off the computer, I don't want you looking stuff up, but I felt like I needed to for my sanity. And what I did find is that a lot of times when people have bad endometriosis and there's a lot of scar tissue, which I have, that when the uterus stretches, it can break the scar tissue up and be extremely painful. Could that be it? It's possible. So the other thing I asked her is if I was to miscarry and I'm on progesterone, and I'm on a lot of progesterone. I don't know why. I never started with low numbers or anything, but they've always had me on 2 cc's of progesterone. So I asked her if it was possible, does that just keep you from not bleeding if something was to happen and I just have to wait and find out? Or she was like, no, most likely if you would miscarry, you would bleed. Most likely doesn't work for me right now, okay? I need a little bit more of an answer than that, but I'm not going to get one. So I guess I was just going to ask you guys. I don't know how many people on here really watch me that are pregnant, or maybe you guys know people that are pregnant that have endometriosis. I haven't had the cramping again. I've had mild cramping just like I have been. All my other symptoms are the same. I'm getting up and going to the bathroom in the middle of the night, which I never do. Tired, my boobs hurt, all that kind of stuff. But I was having no fear of having a miscarriage at all. People always said that the 2-week wait from the time you find out to the time you get to go to the doctor again is miserable. And I was having a blast. I mean, we were just full of joy and excitement and telling people and excited and talking about different things, looking at stuff. I mean, just everything that didn't even cross my mind. And I'm not saying that it's happened or it's going to happen. I'm just saying that now it just seems a little bit more like reality. It's hard not to be angry at infertility because it robbed me of so much joy and so much it robbed my innocence of getting pregnant. And I feel like because of that, it's made me more susceptible to being on the edge with everything else. Meaning, yeah, I'm concerned now about could something be happening. And I feel like no one's taking me seriously. My nurse isn't taking me seriously. Even though my husband was in the room, I feel like he's just like, well, you've never been pregnant before, so you don't know. No one gets it. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. It was horrific. And the fact that I'm not spotting or bleeding blows my freaking mind right now. And I'm so grateful for that, and I'm believing for the health of the baby, and I'm believing that I'm still pregnant and that we'll go in on Monday, which it's going to be a long weekend, but it's just technically 2 more days the way I count it. I only count the days that you're not doing, so I don't count the day I'm in, and I don't count the day of. So I only count Saturday, Sunday. So just asking, for prayers, and if anyone knows of anyone that has experienced this, or any words of advice or wisdom or whatever. I know what everyone's going to say mostly, which is you need to just stay calm and have faith and believe, and I know that, and that's all I'm living on right now. That's it. And I would love to hear that from people. I really would. But if anyone also has some advice or knows anyone that's been through it, that would be great. So that's it. I'm sorry to be such a downer today. I'm trying to still stay as positive as possible. I know that God's in control, and I know that no matter what I do, what I say, what I feel, what I think, doesn't change the outcome of this child's life. Its days are already numbered, so I'm resting in that. And it's just hard to let go of control and let go of any control I think I have. So, but I really appreciate you guys, and I'll obviously update on Monday, let you know how it goes, and I'll talk with you soon. Thanks.